Hi YouTube, how's it going? My name is Mike, coming to you from Health and Wealth. Thanks for joining me tonight, Friday evening, 7:09 p.m. Hopefully you had a wonderful week. I had a great week. I had the week off from work, a glimpse into retirement, if you will, but that's a long way away. But I had a really good week. I went golfing, came back from golfing. We went camping. If you've ever been in Canada, Ontario, we went to Algonquin Park just for the night. Really nice. Google it. Algonquin Park, incredible. We went for a hike this morning and got back here about 2 hours ago. So I'm feeling a little tired and a little wired, ready to go. But I wanted to hop on here and just talk to you about two ETFs over at Yieldmax. So the two that I'm primarily focusing on at the beginning stages of this channel is NVDY NVDY, as you can see on the screen here, and MSTY MSTY. Now, before I dive too deep into tonight's subject, I want to let you know I'm not an expert. I'm not a professional. I am not, maybe I should say I'm not a professional in the financial services field. I don't have a degree. This is for your entertainment and mine. I do appreciate everybody that's tuned in so far. 320 of you have chosen to hit that free subscribe button. So thank you very much to you. Very much appreciated. And you're my motivation to keep going. So thanks for that. So tonight's subject I just wanted to dive into was NVDY and MSTY. I wanted to go over returns from the two of them. And so I want to just kind of rewind. If you go back to my videos back in March and February, I was a heavy player. I shouldn't say heavy player, but with my budget, a heavy player in Tesla, TSLY. I had almost 1,000 shares of Tesla pre-split and was feeling pretty good about it. But Tesla had a major long downswing. And so that caused negative NAV erosion when it came to Tesla. And Tesla then did a reverse split. So it kind of left a little bit of a bitter taste in my mouth at that time. And I did make a change. I switched over to NVDY here, a company that is had a long upswing. And because of that long upswing, NVIDIA has done really, really well for its shareholders. So I, being one of those people. Now, if I can put on those reverse goggles, I can see Tesla had another major upswing here, and then there it went right after the earnings report. Like usual, back down. And that Tesla's flirting with that lower NAV and that number that they did the reverse split with last time. So I have had a couple comments in here. How do you fight NAV erosion? How do you defend against NAV erosion? Things like that. I'm not an expert, but for me, I think picking winning companies that are on a positive trend is the way to go. If that positive trend stops, take your money and go somewhere else. AMZ. It's just a continual positive trend with Amazon. Everybody orders from Amazon. After this video is shot and edited, I'm going to go order something from Amazon. We're actually going to Disney World the worst time of year in August. So I'm going to go buy one of those neck fans with the water inside. It mists you while you're walking. That's what I'm going to buy from Amazon. But AMZ, right? Doesn't pay. It's not as lucrative as NVDY and MSTY, but maybe it's more reliable. Right? Something to think about. But tonight's video, I want to talk to you about the returns that NVDY and MSTY have provided to its shareholders, me being one of them. All right. So I'm going to start with NVDY here. I've got it on my screen, so why not? If you were a NVDY shareholder from day one, you would have paid $21.26 if you had hopped on, snap your fingers right away. And today is July 26th. It's Friday. It closed at $25.71. So like I mentioned, the company's been going upwards. And so therefore, same with NVDY itself. So that's $4.45 more than the day it came out, which is good, right? So there goes that NAV erosion. It's the opposite of NAV erosion, which is really, really good. Now, in that time, here's where it gets really interesting. It's also paid out a total of $18.59. Just a little bit more than that. If I scroll down here, you'll notice these distributions, $2.62, 0.19. I didn't add on the 19s on the end there. So a little more than $18.59 in just that short period of time, which was, what does it start here? June. So it's just over a year. It's paid out $18.59, which is almost the starting price of NVIDIA, which was $21.26. So really, really good. Lately, NVIDIA has been going on a downswing here post their 10-for-1 split. In my opinion, and it's just an opinion of a guy that's wearing a tractor hat, I thought that was going to happen. It usually happens with the splits, right? 10-for-1 splits. MSTY's coming up here on August 1st. Who knows? Maybe the same thing happens with that. Let's pay attention. Let's see if it does. But do we still believe in NVIDIA as being an incredible company? I know Elon Musk does, and I think a lot of us do too. So, it's important to keep an eye on NVIDIA, though, because if it keeps going down, then so does your NAV erosion, and then you get towards that reverse split, and people say, oh, it's not a big deal when the reverse split happens. I was one of those people. But if that company keeps having negative earnings reports and not producing the way they should be, then that NAV erosion is going to keep happening. So something to think about for sure. Again, I believe in NVIDIA. I'm sticking with NVIDIA. It's my number one company that I have in my portfolio. I think it's a very, very long-term play. And, fingers crossed I'm right. But again, who knows? I could be wrong. But it is something to pay attention to for sure. Next up, I want to talk about MSTY. MSTY is a ETF from Mr. If you want to take a look at some of my previous videos, my most watched video is on MSTY. I'll link it above here. Feel free to rewind to this part of the video and click on that link and watch the video after. But Mr., I've got a couple stats here. Sorry, not Mr. MSTY, couple stats here. Started at $21.20 just 5 months ago, and today it closed at $30.53. That's a positive swing of $9.33 in just that 5-month period. It's also, you can see here, had 4 dividend payers since then. Total of $12. Same story here. I didn't add the 8.6 and the 3.9 and the 2.0 at the end, but a total of $12 in dividends in 4 payments, which is incredible. So if you had have invested on day one, lucky you. And if you didn't touch your shares at all, you now have a return of $21.33 per share. And again, that was just in 5 months. So let me just put that into perspective. You would have bought those shares at $21.20 with the appreciation of the price of the ETF plus the dividends. You would have $21.33 in your pocket. Thus, as a few YouTubers are calling it, free money from here on out. Free money. Woohoo! Free money sounds good. So these are 2 absolute beasts. Now, MSTY doesn't have the track record that NVIDIA does, and judging from my comments and the videos that I've seen that I've posted here, a lot of us are very excited about the future of MSTY. So how about you? What are you investing in? For me, I am trying to create 6 pillars of income here with Yieldmax ETFs. So first pillar is already completed with NVIDIA. My goal is to get $500 a month from each pillar and then take it from there. I want to build my castle. Insert video of castle and a guy playing with Legos building it. And so NVIDY's already there. NVIDY's actually a little bit more than $500 a month, depending on the month. MSTY, I just started it a couple months ago, and it's already, paying amazing dividends, as you can see here. So I'll probably have 3 or 4 months more of adding to MSTY, and then at that point I'm going to go ahead here and jump into a third one. I had one recommendation of Coney. Yeah, maybe. I'm not opposed to it. AMZ, maybe. Not opposed to it. AMZ, I don't know. It pays out a good dividend, but it's not as lucrative as NVIDY and MSTY. But is it more stable and sustainable? That's the question that I want to play out in my mind over the next 3 or 4 months. I want to keep a good, close observation of that. And if it is, then yeah, that could be number 3 right there. So tell me what you guys got planned for the weekend. Let me know in the comments what you have planned for your upcoming distributions that are coming out on August the 9th. And drop a like, comment, and if you're still here, thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying the outro music. Go ahead and rewind, check out my MSTY video, hit that subscribe button. I hope you have a wonderful night. High five. Thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.